Hey everybody, Harry Tran here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a trip back in time, a real journey to an era of optimism, chrome, and some of the most beautiful automobiles ever created. We're counting down the 25 coolest cars of the 1950s. Now you gotta understand, the 50s weren't just about poodle skirts and rock and roll. This was a true golden age for the automobile. The war was over, the economy was booming, and suddenly, anything seemed possible. Car designers weren't just building transportation, they were sculpting dreams out of steel, glass, and a whole lot of chrome. They were pushing the boundaries with jet-age styling, powerful new V8 engines, and features that felt like they were straight out of science fiction. You know, when I look at these cars, I see more than just metal. I see a story. It's a story of American confidence, of European elegance, and of a worldwide love affair with the open road. From the massive tail fins that could practically guide a rocket ship to the sleek, low-slung European sports cars that were dominating the racetrack, every car had its own unique personality. It was a time when you could tell a Chevy from a Ford from a Plymouth from half a mile away, just by the silhouette. They weren't just appliances to get you from point A to point B, they were statements. They were a part of the family. So buckle up, because we're about to explore some of the most iconic, rare, and downright cool machines from this incredible decade. We've got everything from legendary race cars to luxurious land yachts, and even a few surprises you might not have heard of. This is my list, but the great thing about cars is that everyone's got their own favorites. So as we go through, I want to hear from you. Get down in those comments and let me know which 50s classic gets your engine running. Let's get this show on the road. This little giant killer had a racing pedigree that made it legendary almost overnight. Simply beautiful. Taking what worked in the 550, the 718 evolved into an even more successful racer. Not just a car, but a personal luxury car, the T-Bird defined American cool. That chrome basket handle over the roof is pure, unapologetic 1950s flair. What a look! So rare, so expensive, so beautiful. Elvis owned one. Need I say more? Timeless elegance. The 507's grand touring cousin. A sophisticated, luxurious coupe for crossing continents in absolute style. So, here's something pretty special. A unique Canadian creation. Basically what folks call a plage. That means it's a Plymouth body with a Dodge front end. And honestly, you don't see that every day. Now here's another rare bird from north of the border. The Viscount was Dodge's top model in Canada, and well, it's not something you run into very often. Those huge fins and that serious face really made the Plymouth Fury a star in pop culture. Christine, anyone? I mean, it's just unforgettable. So, the Plymouth Savoy from 1958 was a solid, popular family car that perfectly captures the forward-looking design language of the late 50s. Now, the Chrysler Saratoga from 1957 was part of Chrysler's forward look. It blended Virgil Exner's sharp styling with some serious Hemi power, really something special for its time. The Chrysler 300C from 1957, well, that's a beautiful brute. This letter series car is considered by many folks to be a muscle car pioneer. DeSoto really went all out with the styling here. Look at those triple taillights and soaring fins. Another DeSoto beauty with a powerful V8 engine and that unmistakable, dramatic late 50s Virgil Exner look. This wasn't a Chrysler, it was an Imperial. Unmatched luxury with features like power everything. Elegance and innovation, that's what the Imperial Newport brought to the table. These early Imperials had those famous gun sight taillights, you know, perched right on top of the fenders. A truly stunning automobile, if you ask me. Big, bold, and just dripping with luxury. This was Lincoln's answer to Cadillac, with some of the most incredible 1950s styling you could imagine. A comfortable, stylish cruiser that actually won the Pan American Road Race. It had both beauty and brawn, making it a real standout in its day. How cool is this? A green tinted plexiglass panel for a roof. It's like a rolling solarium on wheels. Offered stylish looks at a more affordable price point, bringing that classic 1950s design to everybody. The doors, an engineering masterpiece born from racing, one of the most iconic cars ever made. The limousine of choice for world leaders, it represented the pinnacle of German luxury and engineering. The sports car of station wagons, that sloping roofline and two-door design make it timelessly cool. If you had to pick one car to represent the entire decade, this might be it. A rare and incredibly stylish two-door wagon, Pontiac's answer to the Chevy Nomad, absolutely gorgeous lines. And there you have it, folks. 25 of the absolute coolest cars from the 1950s. What a decade, huh? From the engineering marvel of the Gullwing to the sheer, beautiful excess of the '59 Plymouth Fury, these cars had so much personality. They were rolling sculptures, each one telling a different story about a time when the future looked bright and the highways were wide open. It's tough to pick a favorite, like trying to pick your favorite kid. Each one has something special, a certain line, a sound, a feeling you get when you're behind the wheel. Now, the conversation doesn't end here. This was my list, but I really want to know what you think. Did I miss your favorite? Is there a car on this list that you or your family used to own? Head down to the comments section right now and let me know which 1950s car is number one in your book. I read all the comments and I love hearing the stories you all have. There's so much passion in this community and that's what makes this so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip down memory lane. If you enjoyed geeking out over these classics as much as I did, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming up next. We've covered the 50s, so you know what that means. Next time, we're diving into the swinging 60s, an era of muscle cars, pony cars, and incredible European exotics. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep the shiny side